guys, it's Elisa here with the Handmaidens. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps out me and my family so that we can bring you more interesting videos on living a simple life, homesteading, creating your own household products and crafting and all sorts of fun things. So please click that subscribe button and let's jump right into what I want to talk to you about today. Today we are talking about meat birds. So yesterday we went and we were at Tractor Supply picking up a few things, and can you see? Hi, baby. And they had in the center of their store, they had turkeys, and we have 2 turkeys already. We started out with 2 because we wanted to make sure that it was something that we enjoyed raising, and it turns out that they are very simple to raise. So we were confident and we bought 12 more, so that will give us enough for 1 for each month. They're only good really in the freezer for 10 months, so probably the extra 2 we will make into ground beef, or not ground beef, ground turkey rather, and sausage and things like that. So it's healthier than beef, and it'll be yummy, and we made it, so it'll be that much cheaper. So we bought those, and then I looked into a bin and I saw that they had Cornishes. So I got very excited because we have been wanting to raise meat chickens for a while to fill our freezer, and they were there, and so they had 14 in total, so we bought them all. And we wanted to wait and see. Normally you would buy your chicks, baby chicks, your ducks, your turkeys, all of that in the early spring, right? Well, you can, except for my husband and I wanted to take advantage, and children who help out on the homestead wanted to take advantage of Mother Nature, because when you are raising chicks, you need to make sure that they have high heat. They need high heat for while they are growing their feathers in. So you keep them under a heat lamp or a heat mat or something like that to keep them warm. You keep them inside. In the springtime, we keep ours in totes and heat lamps on them. And that's fine, but it can get rather messy too. So we figured, since the Cornish are ready to be processed, Cornish hens are ready to be processed at 8 weeks, that will bring us into August, and the turkeys are ready to be processed at about 16 to 20 weeks. That brings us right into the week of Thanksgiving. So that is exactly when you would want your turkeys to be processed. So we thought this is perfect. And the plus side is that we do not have to use a heat lamp now. We have them right outside in sorry about that, in a chicken coop that my husband and my son built. Can you see? We have grass clippings, so we didn't have to buy hay for their bedding. We put grass clippings in because that is available during this time of year, so we can save money on that. And we will be feeding them for the first 4 weeks only, because then we can switch them over to pasture. We will be feeding them, I don't know if you can see that. We have organic chick starter feed, and it has 18% protein. You want something 18 to 22% protein for the first month, and you will leave the chicks to be able to pick whatever they want for the first month. After that, they can overeat, so you want to actually decrease the amount of protein and nutrients because they grow so fast. They can actually, I've read, I haven't experienced it, where their legs can actually break from under them from them growing so fast. So that is something that you need to be aware of. So if you do not put your chickens or turkeys out to pasture, and you remain feeding them feed, you can switch them over. You don't need to use a starter feed. You can switch them over to just a meat bird feed or crack corn or something like that, whatever your preference is, you know, because you're creating your food, you know, so you get to, what you feel comfortable with, you get to put into it. What you don't feel comfortable with, you don't put into it. You know exactly what you're eating. So that is a definite plus. We want to be organic and pasture raised, so we will, that's what we're doing. So, but if you don't, so what, if you're not going to do pasture, you would switch the feed after 4 weeks, and you would then only feed them once or twice a day, and then once it's emptied, the rations, you would take it away so that they don't continuously eat the grain, because you don't want them to have too much of the grain. For water, we have a little water that, I mean, they're drinking a lot. It's hot out today. So we have a waterer filled up. Later on, I don't think that my son was the one that did the water this morning. I'm not sure if he put the apple cider vinegar in. I'm gonna fill it up as soon as this is empty, and I'll add in a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, just to keep them healthy and safe. Apple cider vinegar has been found to protect against parasites and things of that nature. So you want to keep your flock nice and healthy, because we don't want to lose you little critters, right? So we've talked about bedding. We're using grass because of the time of year. We can just mow the lawn, get a few strips in, and throw it in here, and that becomes their bedding. So we've saved money on that. We've saved money on being able to use the heat from the outside instead of artificial heat. And we're gonna save money on feed because we can pasture raise them in 4 weeks. So it really is a win-win-win-win-win. If you don't have a chicken house like this, you can just, you know, in the spring we put them in our mudroom, actually, in totes. So you could do that and you won't have to, you know, it stays warm enough, you know, you don't have to. If you have a garage, you know, put them in totes there, or build a little corral and keep them there. It doesn't have to be hard, you know, to be successful at this. Now, when we put them out to pasture, though, because we do not want them to be eaten by predators, we have hawks around here, we are going to be putting them into, we're calling this a chicken tractor. I'm sure some of you have heard of the chicken tractor. Ours is very, very, very simple. My husband and my son built this together. They like to build things. And this is it's a rectangle around the bottom. Okay. And then a simple A-frame. And what they have covered it with is chicken wire. So that is how right now these are our layers. So they'll get moved out by the time the other ones are ready to go out to pasture, and these ones will be just out in the back, and they'll be big enough. So everything will work out just fine. So that's pretty much it. We will not be butchering our chickens or our turkeys because I don't want to deal with the mess. So we will be sending them out to be processed. So we will keep you updated on this adventure. If you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions, feel free to comment down below. If you like this video, please click a like and subscribe. Have a good day, guys. Stay cool. Bye.